It was quite serious danger. You could feel it in your breathing that there was something that wasn't quite right. Hello and welcome to week 3 of me being in Madrid. It is still Sunday today, so I've just posted the week 2 vlog and I was going to go to the park. If you have watched the week 2 vlog, you will see that I've been trying to go to this park for probably about 4 to 5 days now, and I've been too busy editing, too busy doing other things. So tomorrow, 100% I am going to that park because I also want to go to Aldi, which is pretty much across the road, and I'm going to treat myself to McDonald's for managing to release 3 vlogs and editing for about 5 days this week straight. I haven't really left this apartment, so now I'm going to go to Lidl and get myself some shopping in because I've run out of milk, I've run out of water, and I'm feeling a little dehydrated. So that is the end of today, and I will see you all tomorrow. So I just went to El Corte Inglés. It's a massive department store, and I got myself a water filter. It was quite difficult. I was walking around the store for like half an hour trying to figure out where they were, and then about another 20 minutes to try and figure out whether it was the right one. But I'm at the so-called park, which turns out it's not really a park, it's a hill, but it's still got nice views, so that's positive. Stay positive. Behind me is where the park is. I've just came through it. It's quite thin and long, and then I'm trying to get to what looks like a river or a canal, which is the way I'm facing right now. So behind me is there is the park, and then you've got like railway lines here. But I saw this view I wanted to show you. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but I'm going to zoom in and see. Tired now because I've just walked back up the hill, which when I was walking down it didn't feel as big as what it actually is. I decided not to go to the water because it just seemed too far, and I'm not going to run that way because of how far out it is. But we've got more nice views. So I'm now at the top of the park in one of probably the most aesthetic places in the park, and as you can see there's lots of people. There's a guy playing some jazz music, and it's quite a populated area, and I'll show you why now. I've just submitted my first proposal on Upwork. I'm listening on Spotify to Lo-Fi Beats playlist, So that's probably what you can hear in the background. Today I've just been looking on Upwork, which is a freelancer website, and I'm probably going to sign up to a few others just to get a feel for what it's like working in the industry, make sure it's what I want to do for one, and also get used to pitching myself, selling myself, and also to build a portfolio and get myself out there a little bit more within business as opposed to just on my personal brand. Get myself known for social media, get myself known and get myself out there within the community. So that's what I'm working on today. I just wanted to tell you guys that, like, a little bit more about the business. So it's a social media marketing agency that I'm setting up, and at the moment I'm doing a bit of freelance work in the meantime, just to, as I said, get myself out there. And so I'm using freelancer websites in order to do that, to get used to selling, which is something that I'm not really used to, and it's something I want to improve on before I officially start up and start contacting businesses. And I think this will also build my portfolio as a whole, so I'll have more to take into meetings and just to get myself out there that little bit more, and to prove to people that I know what I'm doing when it comes to social media, because I believe in myself. I do. It's just getting the other people to believe in me as a person, and so that's why I'm trying to get myself out there a little bit more. I'm sure I will tell you a bit more about my business and a bit more about the culture, the environment of what it's going to be like, and some of the goals that I have for the business over the next few weeks and over the next few months on this vlog. It's always constantly changing around my approach to business because I'm always learning new things, and so at the moment I want it to be something that's really relaxed, kind of family-based environment, and a really friendly culture that means we work hard, we know what we're doing, but then we don't mind having a bit of fun and being a bit crazy and being a bit creative and having that unique little flair that will make us different from everyone else that's around us, and also staying up to date with everything that's going on, because social media is constantly changing and constantly improving and adapting, and so that's what I want my business to also replicate. I'm probably going to go and have a sandwich now. It's about 1:30 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then get back to work. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. It's not the best weather outside, and so I'm probably not really going to go out. I might pop to the shops to get a few bits, but I'm staying in all day and working. And if you're wondering why I've got my hood on, it's a little bit chilly, so I wanted to keep my ears warm. Hey everyone, so I know I look a bit wild today. My hair is, well, it's going crazy. It's the 30th today and it's Wednesday, so tomorrow I am going to the uni. I am sitting down and reading through articles about social media, about how to get clients, how to get more sales, all that sort of thing, and it's just kind of hit me. I've just stopped for a second and thought about my business and thought about where I want to take it, what I want to do with it, and thought about the why and the reasons why I want my business to be how I want it to be, with the company culture, the way I approach people, and the relationship building, all of that sort of thing. And it took me back to a trailer of a podcast. I think it was a trailer, or it was the full podcast, and it was by Social Chain, who is a social media marketing agency, one that has grew significantly over the past 4 years. They've only been around about 5 or 6 years, so, and they're like market leaders. And so I thought about something I saw on their podcast, which was on about starting with why, which Simon Sinek has said, and lots of business owners do it now, but not just starting with why. On the podcast they went in a bit more in depth, and they said they have the 5 why process. So instead of just saying, well, why am I doing this? Why does my business want to be this way? Ask yourself why again and again and again and again until you get to that real core reason as to why I want my business to be that way. And so I was going to sit today in front of my laptop and send out a few more proposals to people on Upwork, to random businesses, but instead I think I'm going to make myself some lunch, and then I'm going to sit down, get some paper, and just spread all of my ideas down on paper, what I want the business to look like, what I want it to be like, what I want the culture to be like, the people in the business, what I want them to be like, and everything. So I've been trying to start this business for about 9 months, and I've just kept getting knocked back and knocked back and knocked back whenever I ask questions, whenever I approach people asking for advice. The physical setting up of a business I didn't really know much about, and again I just kept getting knocked back. But I'm fed up, and I can't just keep waiting around for things to happen and expecting things to automatically grow if I'm not putting any effort in. And that's what's been happening over the past 9 months, and it's getting on my nerves now, and I just want to start. I want to go through all of the paperwork. I know there will be procrastination, but I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to start this business, and I've got passion for it. And so today what I'm doing, instead of being on Upwork, I'm spreading all my ideas down on paper and starting with why. And that's my plan for today. This week as well on my podcast, I'm going to it's just going to be me. I could have invited guests, but this week I just want to talk about some of the things I've approached. But yeah, some of the things that I've gone through this week. I don't want to give too much away. Hi guys, so I've just got in. It's about 7:15 in the morning. At about 6:20 this morning, I had someone banging on my door, someone ringing the doorbell, and this doorbell is aggressively annoying, right? It's like too loud. And so if someone's ringing it, I'm like, who's at the door? And obviously, as you guys probably know, if someone's knocking on the door and it's early in the morning, you just ignore it and wait for them to go away. So I ignored it for the first like 1 or 2 knocks, and then he kept ringing. And so I got up and I went to the door. Didn't even really know what was going on. I was slightly confused. I mean, I looked a bit crazy. And it was a policeman, a Spanish policeman, and he was speaking lots of Spanish to me, and it was slightly overwhelming. And so that's what happened, and he basically said that there was lots of smoke on the 2nd floor and we needed to get out. And so I quickly jumped into my tracksuit bottoms and chucked my shoes on and obviously got out of my apartment because it was quite serious danger. And I didn't think anything of it. I thought someone's probably burnt their toast. But as I was going down the stairs, I realised that on the 2nd floor it was really smoky, and as I was approaching this floor, there was lots of smoke. You could feel it in your lungs, and you could feel it in your breathing that there was something that wasn't quite right. And obviously you could see that there was lots of smoke there. That was quite crazy. That's a crazy thing that started off my February, because it's now the 1st of Feb. We got in about 10 minutes ago, so I was outside for about 40 minutes and I was updating social media and everything that's gone on. As I was walking in, I was looking around on the 2nd floor to see what the smoke was like, and as I was approaching my floor, which is the top floor, you could start to feel a bit of the smoke that was still in the air and in your breathing. And so they took the window out in order to add a bit of ventilation, which I thought was quite crazy, because taking a window out is usually not an easy job, but that's what they've done outside of my flat. That's going to come with a hefty breeze, but I'd prefer a hefty breeze than lots of smoke in my lungs, I suppose. It's weird because it feels quite sickening now. Like it's kind of like the smoke has settled and it feels slightly sickening. So that's a bit strange. I've never really dealt with anything like this before, and I was a little bit nervous because if obviously the whole building went up in flames, then I'd have nowhere to live in Madrid, and my Spanish is, well, I can get little bits out, let's put it that way. And so yeah, it would have been quite a crazy experience. Yesterday I went to university for the first time, like properly inside the university, and attended a lecture, and it was okay. I mean, I spoke to like 2 people, and one of them turned out to be from the same university as me, so that was really cool. And then I met someone that's from Canada, which was also quite awesome, and to hear about their different experiences and their why they came to the university in Madrid, that was really interesting. And hopefully I'll learn more today because I'm in uni with my course, and fingers crossed I make some more new friends. I just thought I would switch the camera back on and add to what I previously just said. this whole experience of there being a fire a few floors below me and there being lots of smoke, it's really taught me something. It's taught me that life can be taken away really, really easily, and that literally within an instant, when you don't expect it, your life can be taken away. And so if there's one thing I want to share with you guys that I've learned from this whole experience, it's that make sure you make the action, because you don't know how much time you've got left. So today it is now Saturday and I'm just going to be editing this week's vlog. And last night, just to finish this vlog on kind of where my head's at the moment. So last night I was watching a live video from a guy named Stephen Bartlett, and he mentioned about building a personal brand and starting a business, and how he started off by going to do public speaking and do public speaking events, paying to do the public speaking events, but then getting a huge return by getting clients at those events. And it's something I've actually been thinking about for a while, because as most of you will know, I'm starting my own business, and my talent kind of lies in social media marketing, but I am also really good at public speaking, and I probably have more skill at public speaking than digital marketing. And so I think if I'm promoting myself, I don't really have much experience in sales, so by doing public speaking I will be able to put my best foot forward. And so I think that's what I'm going to look at doing for when I get back in the UK in 6 months' time. But for now, I think I might just start on Upwork, get a few clients and see where we go, get a bit of experience behind me, and a bit of backing for when I go and approach the bigger clients, bigger businesses and all of that. Thank you all for watching this week 3 vlog here in Madrid for the 3rd week on my Erasmus study abroad programme. It has been quite a rocky week, and I have faced a lot of new experiences, not just in Madrid but also in my life. I hope you have enjoyed it, and do not forget to like, comment and subscribe.